Cody is a well-rounded, mid-range brawler, with access to strong buttons, high damage and stun, as well as a comeback robbery VTrigger. His main moves are as follows. Stand light kick is his main buffer tool, normally done into EX Zonk, or into medium kick ruffian. You can use this to catch whiff moves on reaction or preemptively. Similarly, crouch light punch can be useful as a buffer, but mainly it's used to start your pressure after a knockdown. This can be used to tick throw, to shimmy, to check someone trying to walk out of your pressure, or to link into itself 3 times on hit for a combo, or on block, which sets up a good distance to buffer from. Stand medium kick is his main poke, and is a combo starter. It also functions as a counter poke. It's hard for the opponent to whiff punish or counter poke this move, so abuse it in neutral. Stand heavy punch is your main anti-air. Cancelled into heavy punch fireball, this can force the opponent to block as they land and allow you to continue your turn. Be careful however, as they can use an invincible move as they land to beat this. These are his 4 main normals. His remaining normals are stand light punch, which can be mashed for a combo, normally to punish something unsafe, or to side switch from. This can be done by holding down as you're doing the target combo. Stand medium punch, which is a good whiff punish tool. Crouch medium punch, which is a good counter poke and whiff punish tool. And stand heavy kick and crouch heavy punch, which are his crush counter buttons. Cody also has an overhead, which is inputted by doing forward and heavy punch.
Right there.
This can hit crouching opponents. There is also forward heavy kick, which is safe on block and can be cancelled into VSkill for a combo. On block, this VSkill cancel is very unsafe. Cody has access to a unique command normal, only accessible when he has been knocked down and is getting up. By quick rising, then pressing up on a punch button, he will do bad spray. This is effectively a 3-frame, which is the fastest kind of move in the game. If you manage to hit your opponent, you'll be +5 allowing for a combo, and +7 on counter hit. A special mention goes to Cody's throw game, which can be deadly. It leaves him unusually close when compared to other throws in the game, and allows him on an opponent who is willing to sit still and block to walk forward slightly and throw them again. Cody has 3 special moves, which are as follows. Zonk, which can be done by holding down a punch button and then released for the move to come out. I primarily hold Zonk only in neutral and use my light punch for this, but experiment and see what you are comfortable with. There is a level 2 version of Zonk when it is held for 5 seconds. This allows you to follow up after it lands on hit for a full combo. EX Zonk, which is inputted by holding down 2 punch buttons and then releasing, is a fast and plus unblock move, which traverses the screen and allows you to effectively skip playing neutral and start pressuring them. It also has a use as a whiff punish tool on slower moves. I personally prefer to hold light punch and heavy punch for EX Zonk, as I find his mediums are his most important buttons. Experiment and see what you find most comfortable. Level 2 EX Zonk is also done by holding 2 punch buttons for 5 seconds and releasing. On block, it is similar to level 1 EX Zonk, but on hit, this causes a wall bounce state, allowing for big damage follow-ups. Zonk can be used as a way to end combos for a standing reset, or as a way to keep your buffers safe, as it's only -2 on block. EX Zonk as a combo ender is not ideal, but level 2 EX Zonk can really hurt if done correctly. The next special move is Ruffian Kick. This is his main way to end combos for damage and Okizeme. The Light Kick Ruffian gives the best Okizeme for pressure. The other 2 versions of the special move are used for damage and are similar, except Medium Kick Ruffian hits crouching opponents whereas Heavy Kick Ruffian does not, but Heavy Kick Ruffian does slightly more damage. Heavy Kick Ruffian does however have another use, as it can anti-air from far out where Stand Heavy Punch does not reach. EX Ruffian is used in combos to add on extra damage and corner carry. You can end the combo after EX Ruffian with a Light Kick Ruffian for Okizeme, or a Heavy Kick Ruffian for damage. His third special move is his Fireball. He can use this to hang in versus other projectiles, or as a zoning tool against those that struggle versus fireballs. His Light Punch version is the fastest travelling version.
Tornado.
His Medium Punch travels the furthest.
Sweet.
And Heavy Punch travels the slowest.
Go.
Lastly is his EX Fireball.
Tornado sweet.
This travels slowly, does 2 hits, and cancels out 3 projectile hits, meaning that when it clashes with another fireball, it will still stay on the screen moving forward, and can still clash with another 2 after it. This allows Cody to follow behind it to close in on opponents, namely those who throw lots of fireballs of their own. In terms of use, Light Punch Fireball is best used at a poke range, as an extended poke.
Tornado.
Medium Punch Fireball is best used for zoning.
Sweet.
And Heavy Punch Fireball is great after a crouch heavy punch.
Go. Got it.
Cody has a very versatile V system, and his choices are as follows. VSkill 1 is essentially a 2-button reversal. It functions as a good but slow anti-air, and it's invincible on its 3rd frame, meaning this can be done in the opponent's pressure strings to get them off you.
Yeah.
Be careful using this however, as when it is blocked, it is crush counterable.
Yeah.
VSkill 2 is his Sway. This allows him to dodge moves such as fireballs and other slow moves. The standing version dodges standing moves, and the crouching version dodges crouching moves. The crouching version is best used versus fireballs as it is slightly longer. Sway can also be used to tack on extra damage in your corner combos. VTrigger 1 is his knife.
It's time for pain.
The knife changes his punch normal significantly and extends the range of them. This VTrigger does not see a lot of use, and I wouldn't recommend picking it personally, but ultimately it's up to you as the player.
You freaking out?
Here are the normals he gains when using VTrigger 1. His light punches are effectively the same, only gaining slightly more range and making the target combo slightly more consistent.
Watch out.
Crouch Medium Punch is +4 on block, meaning this can be spammed on block over and over to deal some nice chip. While you're in either VTrigger state, your Heavy Punch changes to a different normal. This means while in either V-trigger state, crouch heavy punch becomes your anti-air. He gains access to a new target combo in stand medium punch, stand heavy punch, which is special cancelable but very unsafe on block. Cody gains new special moves also, one of which is Knife Toss. While in either VTrigger 1 or VTrigger 2, Cody loses access to his fireball. VTrigger 1 has the advantage of being able to get your fireball back by throwing the knife. You can also use the same input to reload the knife.
Incoming.
The knife can also be tossed upwards.
Take that. Incoming.
Both versions of the knife toss can be used to extend combos.
Take that. Damn, got it. Incoming. Got it.
The knife toss is also plus on block, meaning that you can use this to continue your pressure.
Tornado sweep.
His other special move is Rapid Slash.
Slash.
Although it is +3 on block, this move does not see a lot of use, as it nearly halves the meter and only functions effectively as a combo ender. Although it is incredibly cool. His V-Trigger 2 is Dirty Coach.
Play ball.
This is one of the strongest V-Triggers in the game in my opinion, and is the more popular of the two. Cody gains access to 2 new normals and a couple of new specials. Once again, he loses access to his fireball when in this state. His normals are stand heavy punch and crouch heavy punch. Stand heavy punch becomes a crush counter button that restores some of the V-timer when it lands. Crouch heavy punch is a long cancelable button that also functions as an anti-air.
Got it.
When you run out of V-timer, one of these heavies landing will drop the pipe. This is the only way to get rid of the pipe and get your fireball back. As a side note, his overhead also becomes slightly longer, and will drop the pipe if the V-meter is emptied. One of his special moves is Pipe Swing, which can be used to reflect projectiles,
You can use Hadouken.
or to add damage onto Zonk, or onto ruffians in the corner. You can also cancel certain normals into Pipe Swing, making ones that are normally punishable safe. The upswing version can also anti-air. His next special is Rock Toss. Combined with Swing, this creates different situations. Swinging a rock forwards acts as a projectile, with the pseudo just frame timing for a perfect rock. If you upswing a rock, you send it into the air, and after a delay it comes down, either close on light punch rock, mid-screen on medium punch rock, or far on heavy punch rock. This can create pressure on the opponent to approach or run away, as they will not know where the rock is coming down, but you will. His last special move, and arguably his most important, is his command grab. Similar to his rock, there is a pseudo just frame here, which will make it wall bounce and give Okizeme.
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
This allows for setups and mix-ups to be done in order to rob the opponent for high damage and stun. After a just frame command grab, we can toss the rock up for a mix-up, either to command grab them again in order to loop the situation, or to go for a combo into Okizeme.
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
In order to make the most of V-Trigger 2, you have to activate correctly to impose 50-50s with either the command grab or a combo. These are my personal favourite activations. EX Zonk, which leaves you at plus 15. Jab target combo, which leaves you at plus 13. Forward heavy kick, which leaves you at plus 11. And finally, sweep. This leaves you at plus 4. In my opinion, this is your most important activation, as you don't have to time your grab or your button, you can pretty much do it immediately.
Play ball! Let's have some fun. Play ball! Got it!
Overall, Cody has an incredibly versatile V system. Some choices are better than others in certain matchups, but overall you can pick what you like. Experiment and find what you're most comfortable with. Here are some basic combos to get you started.
Incoming!
Cody is a strong character this season. Arguably among the high tiers, he has very few bad matchups, only really losing to characters that can out-neutral him. Always having options though, he always has the chance to rob the opponent, meaning you can never count him out. Hopefully this guide has been helpful, and I may release a more advanced guide if there is demand for it. Thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you again soon.